Alright, one more rational equation, and this time it should be a little bit easier to multiply through by our LCD. Our LCD in this case, the least common denominator of all of our fractions. We've got 3y over 1, 25 over 3y minus 2, and 8 over 1 is 3y minus 2. So we'll go through it and multiply each term by 3y minus 2. We would take 3y times 3y minus 2 plus, we're going to take 3y minus 2, the quantity, and multiply it by the quantity 25 over 3y minus 2. And if it helps to visualize this, you can put our factor of 3y minus 2 over 1 to show that that's going to be multiplied in the numerator denominator. We're going to get negative 8 times 3y minus 2 on the right. All right, let's see what happens here. On the left, 3y times the quantity 3y minus 2 will be added to, after 3y minus 2 cancels, 25, and that will be equal to negative 8 times 3y minus 2. And so now we should simplify, so let's carry out our multiplication on the left. We're going to have 9y squared here, minus 6y plus 25 on the left. We're going to end up with negative 24y. Try that again. We're going to end up with negative 24y plus 16 on the right. So we're going to add 24y to both the left and the right hand side to set this to 0, plus 24y. And we're going to subtract 16 from both sides. So subtract 16 over to the left. We end up with 9y squared plus 24 minus 6 would be 18y plus 25 minus 16 is going to be 9. Well, there is a common factor here. We can factor out 9, leaving us with y squared plus 2y plus 1 equal to 0. And we would need to find the factors of y squared plus 2y plus 1. Well, if you happen to recognize it, y squared plus 2y plus 1 is the perfect square of the binomial y plus 1. So we're really only going to get one solution from this problem, where y plus 1 is equal to 0, so we know that y is equal to negative 1. Now this one's a little bit easier to check, so I'll go ahead and carry out the check. If we let x or y equal negative 1, let's see what happens. It should be the case that 3 times negative 1 plus 25 divided by 3 times negative 1 minus 2 should equal negative 8. Well, we know on the left term that negative 3 will be added to 25 over negative 5. And carrying that out one more time, negative 3 will be added to negative 5 to get negative 8. And yeah, sure enough, that works, because negative 3 and negative 5 is negative 8. And so our solution checks, and we're all good. Okay, so that's our solution right there. Y equals negative 1, and we're done.